Bonjour, this is Mr. Kays. We're talking today about the spread of Islam. This is chapter 10.2a. Now, the last time we talked, it was about the origins of Islam. On the Arabian Peninsula, key characters would be the god Allah, and the prophet, or the one who founded and spread the religion, is Muhammad. And he was a homeboy from Mecca. But Muhammad can't last forever, and with the death of Muhammad in 632 AD, there's going to be a question of leadership. Who takes over? He did not have a son. He had a daughter with Khadijah. Her name was Fatima, but she's not going to rule. It's a male-dominated society, so with the death of Muhammad, you have that question, and that question is going to be a dividing factor in Islam. It's going to cause a principal split. Who should take over? Well, Muhammad had some trusted lieutenants that rode with him in the army. And what you see are these successors called caliphs. Now, a caliph just means successor. And a caliphate is the rule by the caliph. So you have several caliphates, and you have these successors, guys by the name of Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and they take over and they set the tone for the rule and the spreading of Islam. Now, they were very successful, and there were a couple reasons for that success in spreading Islam through missionary activity, but principally through the sword. One of the reasons they were very successful is their armies were well led and trained. A second reason is that their armies were fighting pretty lame empires like the Byzantines and the Persians. And the third one is that there were persecution in like the Byzantine and the Persian populations, and so many people became converts when they were taken over. Treatment of conquered people. Many chose to convert to Islam, though the Muslims did tolerate other religions. Now, I can't say everything is hunky-dory, but what I can say is they allowed Jews to remain Jews and Christians to remain Christians. You just had to pay a special tax. In some parts of the Muslim empires, especially later on, instead of paying a hat tax to wear your hat, you had to pay a yearly head tax to wear your head. And if you didn't pay it, you lost your head. So many conquered people chose to become converts. Now, Jews and Christians that continued to be Jews and Christians were referred to as people of the book because they have a common link back to good old Father Abraham. As I said before, non-Muslims had to pay a special tax, and it was paid yearly. Now, there's going to be a crisis that's happening. The last caliph, Uthman, is murdered, and this is going to lead to a civil war. You have now coming into power a group of people called the Umayyads, and they were from Damascus, Syria, and they're going to set up a hereditary system of succession, Hereditary, hereditary system. So when dad dies, the son takes over, and the grandson and the great-grandson on down through. They did move their capital from Mecca in Arabia up north to Damascus, Syria, and they liked luxury. They abandoned the simple life that Muhammad had lived and began indulging in wealth and ceremony. And where do you think that money is going to come from? Obviously, it's going to be from taxes. So they were not necessarily well liked by everybody. So these actions, along with this leadership issue, is going to lead to a fundamental split in Islam. We're going to be talking about that later in 10.2b. So tune in for that one. Have a good day. Go ahead. Have a good day.